Oh yeah. Look, never been in jail, stand behind my bars, get up off my wave, what to make the charge, flower medicine, get it by the jar, living out your dreams, you can't sleep at all, and I got a job, working overtime, getting underpaid, never stop the grind, and I don't complain, I just keep on trying, wake up every day, thank God I'm alive.
Hi, and welcome to another section of Jeff the Master Barber. On this edition, I'm gonna show you how I do, or in this case, how I pass the guard number 3 or clip number 3. And this is the Speed Zero. It's called the Speed Zero guard, the number 3. It's from the company's called Speed Zero Guide. And I like this clip because definitely the teeth, it has more teeth, which you pick up the hair a lot more. I'm using the Wall 19, but I switched the bottom blade to from the blade from the Magic Clip, the Wall Magic Clip, just the bottom blade. The top is still from the factory. So by doing that, it just remove all the bulk, the bulkness, all that hair. And by the way, some people would have said, "Oh, I would have left his hair long. Or I would have done it like this, or I would have done it like that." Just keep in mind that everything that I'm doing is what the Father asked me to do. You know what I mean? So shout out Mikey for letting me, for always trusting me with your haircut and your kid's haircut. Also for letting me record your little kid for this tutorial. And yeah, so. As you can see, the Wall 19 is a 19. After I changed the blade, they work a lot better. And yeah, I'm just switching. I have plenty of machines on the other side that I could have used, but I switch it up. You know what I mean? Just to show people, just in case if you have the Baby Bliss, you have an idea. If you have the Wall 19, or if you're thinking to get one, just so you have an idea. This part, what I'm doing at top, just passing the 3 all around. It may look easy, and it is easy, but the part is, you gotta make sure you get every hair, and make sure you brush it, make sure you get, you know what I mean? I speed it up a little bit, but I go through that part alone, probably like at least 5-10 minutes just to make sure, get every angle, get it from every angle, make sure there's no hair longer than other hair. And you know what I mean? Another thing, if you notice, kids, that it's not just this kid, but most of the time kids, they're gonna move. That's the nature, you know what I mean? They're kids, they're gonna move. People ask me, do you have patience? Do you do it? And obviously, in order to make money, you have to have patience, and you have to work with them. In this case, I use my left hand. Notice how I hold his head with my left hand. The first tip that I did, that I used real quick, it was the TL liner, the trimmer. Now I'm using the 1.5 open, and then little by little I close the level. But right now I'm using the corner, the left corner of the guard or of the clip. Notice always I use the left corner, then I open the level if I'm gonna go higher. Notice how the kid is moving, you know what I mean? You have to have patience. You really have to have a lot of patience. Notice there's a shadow right there, and you see how I took it little by little using the corners. And always brush, because and brush if it's a lot of hair bother him in the face or whatever. Make sure you brush it off, so that way he won't get uncomfortable. My English is not the best, but you know what I mean? I keep trying to give the best, my best information, the best that I can. I do tutorials in Spanish, and also right now the best that I can in English. So yeah, right now I'm using the half, and we're passing in that corner. Notice how I'm still using the corner, the left corner of the blade, and and that's little by little we keep closing it. Now I open it completely, and I'm using that corner right there. Now we got the guard number 1 with the level semi-open. The level is very important. You don't open right away all the way up, or you don't close it all the way down. It just, there's levels in there too. Right now I'm using guard number 2, Speed Zero Guide. It's called this They're all red. They got different number, but it's still pretty much the same. This is guard number 1. Level open, and we're still using the left corners. Notice my hand always holding the head, because the kids is gonna move. I'm using here the Baby Bliss and the FX Gold, and definitely with the 360 view is very nice. You know, you could definitely do the arch a lot better. You know what I mean? You could see exactly. You see how easily it goes through his ear, and it's like perfect. This trimmer, I recommend it. When it come out, I recommend it. It hasn't come out. It has come out here on the Barber Expo in Connecticut, like what 2-3 weeks ago, and I got it. So but they don't, I think it's coming June or July. For the front, I'm using the TL liner. I feel the blade on this is a lot sharper, and to do the box out, and for the kids, and because it's so quiet, you know what I mean. Like I could have just use it to do the arch too, but you know what I mean. I got certain style to do it. You know what I mean. Everybody has their own little way to do things. That's another thing. Just because I'm showing you how I do my work, not necessarily you have to do it like that. I'm passing the shaver there, so that way later on I don't have to pass the blade. You know what I mean? Especially if the kid move. When I pass the blade, I don't have to pass it so much and take more risk. Right here, I'm giving it more details with the trimmers there, and getting the shape a lot more. You know what I mean? Sharper. And I definitely, you know, I do it kind of a little quick because the kid move, and if in any instant he could mess it up by moving just one little move. Right there, like I said, we did the Andes, the first step. The second step, we passed number 1. Then we open the level, and then we try to erase that shadow that the 1 did. Now we working our way down with the 116, and we work our way down. Now with no guards, that's the half, taking the line that the trimmer did, the Andy TL liner cordless, and now I put the guard number 1, okay, with the level open. And notice how I'm using the right, and in this side I'm using the right corner of the blade. This is very important. Make sure you use the corner. If you want to experience, like if you want to be, you know what I mean, on the safe side, use the corners of the you know, the guards of the clipper of the blade. I'm using speed 0 guide to the clip number 2, and then I go with the half and use the corners again, the right corners, and then I close it just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, because I was noticing that it was not grabbing. Right now I'm using the Andes Pro Line Plus shaver, the electric shaver. This Andy, I like it, better grip. And then with the charging station, it's awesome. Right here, like I said, look, I'm just to prove you, I'm doing it with the, instead of with the Baby Bliss, I'm doing it with the TL liner. And definitely I like this trimmer too. This trimmer is awesome. I start from the middle and work my way to the side, and just hope and pray that the kid don't move. And notice how I'm still holding his head, and he's looking at the camera. And but yeah, his father always bring him to me, and his father come through every Friday. Shout out Mikey for always coming through and take care of me, and you know what I mean. That's why I take care of you if you see this video. But yeah, man, I appreciate my clients a lot. Make sure always call you clients, not call them but test them. So yeah, right there I'm passing the Baby Bliss level close, no, semi close. Right there now is a little semi close, and I go a little higher right there. You know what I mean. We're doing a taper. I don't know, other people may have, or in different cities may have different names, or different towns may have different names to it. That's another thing, you know what I mean. I may call it a taper, you may call it a blowout, I don't know, you know what I mean. Some people are gonna say, the taper is a little too high. Hey, listen, his father likes it. It came at the end of the day, it came out good. He likes it, and that's what I'm pleased with. You know what I mean? There's always someone that is not gonna agree with you, and that's one thing you gotta understand. The one that has to like it is the client, and as long as the clients like it and he feels good and he pays you, you know what I mean, and you do your best, that's what you keep doing. So right now, I'm passing number 1, and now is and a half, 1.5. Now I went back to the 116 level semi-close, and we're gonna tackle that line right there that you see. You know what I mean, right there, and using again the little corners, just because if it just, I pick the little shadows or whatever that I see. You know what I mean. And now with no guards, and then I semi-close but not completely, and we're gonna pass it exactly where I'm passing it, right there, because what, I see that shadow right there. You see that shadow. Notice the flick on the clipper. Everybody got different ways to, like I was saying earlier, they got different ways to do it. Respect, you know, to you. If you're having a certain weight, by all means keep doing your thing. I'm just showing, I'm not teaching, I'm just showing how I do it, my way, the way that I work. Right now I'm using guard number 2 in that area where you see the shadow, because it obviously looks dark. Now I'm using, because he was not grabbing that much, now I went down to a 1.5, and also I'm using the corners at times. And notice how the blend in is coming. You see that? It's coming super nice. You know what I mean? And some people tend to judge you, right? Like even right now, it's way too high. You left them some shadow. You have to, when you, regardless, I know you're gonna judge, but you have to wait until the finished product is done to then be like, oh, okay. But regardless, even if you have your own opinion, you don't like it, I still get paid. My clients still come through, and I know that I did the best that I could, and I always do, and I make sure I do, regardless of how anybody feels. I was using before that the Wall 1919, and now I'm using the Andes shaver, electric shaver, to make it more tighter, to last a little longer. Right now I'm using Grand Finale. It's a spray holder, and what it does, especially when the hair of him, it was long for a while, it tend to stay up. So with the hairspray and the heat from the Dyson blow dryer, it put the hair real nice, flat and down. And then brush it out, brush everything, and then you see the hair that is starting to kind of, you know, stay nice and flat. Definitely like Grand Finale. And when you do that, you see the hairs, you have to go right back again and do the box out. Some people do it at the box out. I do it first round, and then if I had to do it again the second time around, I do it. Like I said, everybody have their own way to do it. That's why I don't like to say, oh, I'm teaching you how to cut. No, I'm just showing you how I work, and not necessarily you have to do it the way that I do it. People would say, nah, I would not use that blade on that kid, especially if he move. I already deal with this kid for years already, all right, couple of years. And I asked his dad, you sure you want me to pass the blade? I do have control, but you gotta make sure you tell your kid not to move. And he definitely always tell him, do not move. You know what I mean? And the little kid does listen. You know what I mean? So notice how I'm using the blade. Notice how I'm using my left hand to stretch the skin. Always stretch the skin. That will help you a lot, and you will have more control, more grip, and to when you're using the blade. And when I'm shaving it from up and down, it's so you can get more detail. Notice how I'm using the corner of the blade too, and in the back of there I use it nice and gentle. And I scrape all that little baby hair right there, you know what I mean? And right there, final details behind the ears, right there where I'm about to pass it right there, just like I did in the other side. And so pretty much is all done right here, scrape it right there too, just like I did in the other side. And now we're gonna put a little bit of gel, you know, elegance gel. In this case I'm using, but yeah, I do tutorials in Spanish. Most of the time I do tutorial in Spanish. This one I did it in English. Hope you understand me. You know, just keep practicing, just keep doing, don't give up. Just, you know, keep watching everybody's video, not only mine, but you know, you will learn from, you will get and learn from other barbers, believe it or not. But yeah, this is and then once I put the gel real nice, I use the comb, the big teeth, to separate a little bit the hair so it don't look too sticky and whatnot. And this is before the haircut. All right, this is how he looked with the long hair, and this is the after the haircut, the finished work. If you like this video, please share it. That's all I ask. If you want to follow me, also follow me on Instagram at JR77Barber. All right, peace. God bless. Later.